Hello and welcome to the 18th round of the second Man on 5 Films Toribash tournament. I'm doing my favourite mod and swinging the bars tonight are overusing the letter X. It's AlecX1X. And either a first name or a fancy doormat, it's MisterMAT2. So without further ado, let's get to it. So, Wave 2, Round 2, but not actually Round 2. Round whatever number, AlecX3X versus MisterMAT2, a white belt versus a 10th Dan black belt. I don't believe that's displaying correctly. I'm pretty sure there isn't an unranked white belt in this tournament. I could very well be incorrect there. Not sure what's going on with that, but yeah, he's not a white belt. I'm pretty sure I remember he's not a white belt. So yes, this is the second round of Wave 2, although this is the first one I'm filming, so if I'm gonna make any mistakes, it's gonna be in this one, not the previous round. I'll have nailed it by the previous round, which is a great sentence to say. Okay, so we've got both players here going for a pretty defensive opener, pretty, again, kind of standard. You know, I can't imagine anybody be mixing too much stuff up for Aikido in Wave 2. Alec on the left here going for what looks to be pure defense. He doesn't seem to be making any kind of aggressive move there, whereas Mr. Matt on the left maybe going a little bit more aggressive than Alec is. And I don't really know if anybody has an advantage here. I wouldn't say either player is off balance just yet, but it could very well change on the next turn. Okay, we've got Alec here finally doing something a little bit more aggressive. Mr. Matt going in for the aggressive hug there. You know, he's going in for the loving hug. Make sure that everybody knows it's good luck. No, I still don't think either player really has a disadvantage. I mean, Alec does have that leg in the air, but he could just as easily put it down, unless Mr. Matt wants to grab it, which I don't think he's going to be able to do, because it looks like Alec is grabbing his hand. Speaking of hands, we have two dismembers. No, we have two fractures on both hands there, which isn't really that big of a deal, although that is right there, that left pec Mr. Matt has fractured. That could be a problem for him, although given the way the balancing is going, I don't think he'll need it as much as he'll need his right one. But you never know how these things can go. These things can get reversed. Just to remind everyone, and although I'm filming this the second one, you'll already be familiar with it, we're obviously doing 2 rounds of Aikido in Wave 2, not 1, so this will continue twice, and we won't change mods in case anybody could be surprised by that. Alright, Mr. Matt has got quite a lot of stuff fractured now. He's lost his right shoulder, right hand, and left pec. This could end badly for him unless he manages to put Alec into the ground before tapping at himself. Oh, okay! Alec with a very cool reversal there, lifting Mr. Matt well off his feet. Although, according to the ghosts, it looks like Alec is going to tap out first, which I think he's going to do something about, you know? I think he might have a plan there. That doesn't seem like that's something that's happening accidentally. I don't know what Mr. Matt can do here. It looks like both his arms are grabbed. I don't think he's going to be able to put them down. And even if he couldn't, because of the dismembers, Alec wins the first round of Aikido. 1-0 to Alec. Just making a note of that so the players know. And obviously we're staying in Aikido, so we let this thing reset and see how this goes. Now, Mr. Matt is going to have a very good understanding of Aikido's tactics here, which is one of the advantages to doing Aikido twice. Hopefully, they will understand. Hopefully, there'll be a little bit more aggression here. I can't imagine both players will play so defensively unless they want to go for the same openers again, which they very well could, although it looks like Mr. Matt may be doing something different here. Let's take a look at that and see what he's doing. Yeah, I'd say a slightly more aggressive opener on Mr. Matt's part there. You can see the left leg coming up for I want to say a kick, although honestly, kicks in Aikido, they don't tend to land too well. I think it is safe to say that Alec isn't a white belt. That is clearly either a bug or some kind of banning issue. I have no idea. Alec going for the tried and true opener that sort of helped him win last time, although he has tweaked it this time, bending both his knees instead of the one. And by bend, I mean relaxing. There's no bend there. Yeah, it seems to be a similar sort of, looks like Mr. Matt is attacking him with his beard there. It's an interesting tactic. We'll see if that pays off for him in the future. Interestingly enough, there's no fractures this early on in this particular round, which is probably a good thing. I don't want to say that made it... Okay, now things are going slightly different. Mr. Matt with a slight upper hand here, his leg coming up for that kick he's trying so hard to get. I'm not sure if I would personally go for that kick, although I'm not really an expert to talk to, but I don't know, kicks tend to not play very well in Aikido. When it comes down to an arena this small... Oh! Well, shut my fucking mouth. Well, I could not have been more wrong. That kick lands perfectly and gets our first dismember of the tournament, unless there was one last round that I don't know about. Yes, congratulations to MisterMAT getting our first recorded dismember of the tournament. That kick lands perfectly, gets the dismember, and wins him the round. That was fucking spectacular, and wow, that could not have come at the worst time, just about when I was slagging off the kick. Damn, that was awesome. 1-1, and we move on to our second mod. Okay, so this is obviously the first time I'm actually filming this mod, although it'll be the second time you guys have seen it. MSDS, yes, it's a silly mod, because we're only on Wave 2, we still have 1 or 2 silly mods. This is a silly mod that does take a little bit more skill than 360 Gold people, though, let's be honest. As the rounds progress, the wildcard mods will stop being so random and start being more skill-based. This is sort of the first step towards that, and I'm sure I explained that last week too. But this is also on record as my favorite mod of all time. I love this mod to pieces, had to put it in the tournament. Really excited to see it, although we will only be playing this once, and since it is 1-1, neither player can win on this particular round, so it'll go into the third mod no matter what. But oh, good God! Well, that was well thought about. Alec with a fantastic bifurcate kick off the railing there. Wow, that was very, very well planned. I don't think MisterMAT can pull that back around. That is awesome. That is a really, really great way to open on MSDS. That is fan-fucking-tastic. Holy shit, I can't wait to see what this... I don't think there's a way MisterMAT can follow this up. I don't think he can do an attack powerful enough to knock Alec into the ground before those little spraying body parts over there end up on the floor. Wow, that was over before it began. Well played, Alec. I don't think I could even keep the tension up if I tried. That was really, really, really cool. I mean, obviously, like I said, this is the first round we're filming, so this is the best MSDS round we've ever had. You know, but I'm sure we'll see some great openers as the tournament progresses into Wave 2. Yeah, I think it might now just be a waiting game. I don't think anything can go wrong for Alec, even if the body part somehow flies up into the air. I think he's going to still be able to grab back onto his railing for safety. I think MisterMAT probably knows this is over, unless he can do something very, very clever. I'd have faith in that leg there being able to do something. If it wasn't for that little jibber there that is basically his ticking clock, that thing right there will tap him out very, very, very soon. He's really nothing, absolutely nothing can be done about that unless he plans to let go, fly in, grab it, and grab on, and that is never in a million years going to happen. No, I think I'm right in saying that is death right there. That is a loss right there for MisterMAT. After a very, very, very good opener by Alec, there's literally no other way this can go now. I think it is just a pressing space game. Although MisterMAT, fair play to him, he is trying down to the last second to try and do something to get out of this. But I do not think it can happen. And nope, there we have it. 1-2 to Alec, and we go into our third mod. Okay, so once again, first time I'm actually filming on this mod. This is Aikido Big Dojo. This is another play on the Aikido. You can consider Wave 2 the Aikido round, because that's what I really wanted it to be, to try and wean out the actual really good fighters and make sure that they get through after Wave 1. This, I like this mod. I like the tweak of Aikido, you know? It's the same sort of deal, same setup, same sort of skill set, but you have more room to do stuff because the dojo's actually bigger. Now, obviously, I'm just going to scroll up here to make sure I'm getting this right. If Alec wins this round, it is all over. MisterMAT needs to win this to push us into our final round, which will also be an Aikido Big Dojo. That's 2 Aikido rounds, 2 Big Dojos, and 1 MSDS for Wave 2, although you guys already know that because the other round came out. And yes, I am going to keep talking about that. Both players, Alec going for a similar opener to what he went for in Aikido, and MisterMAT, again, trying to line up that kick, but it didn't quite work out for him. Okay, we have Alec with a fractured shoulder. Shoulder. That could be a problem for him, especially in an arena this big. You kind of want your hands on your side to help you get out of danger. MisterMAT's slightly off balance, but I don't think it'll be his downfall. I think he's got a plan there, according to the Ghost. It looks like he will be able to land that and get out of it very, very naturally. But we will see. Yeah, MisterMAT with a very, very much balance there. I mean, according to the Ghost, he's kind of orbiting around a little bit. But it does look like Alex is very much off balance there. This could be a very big problem for Alec unless he has a plan, which honestly, after that MSDS, literally anything can happen. It really could be any man's game at this point. I would, for one, love to see it go into the final round, but it very might not. Let's see. Oh, okay. MisterMAT taking a very risky maneuver there. He must have been inches inches away from tapping out there, but he is in a very, very good position now. He can literally just jump Alec out of the arena. MisterMAT with a very upper hand. It is a very high upper hand with a very risky maneuver that has very much paid off for him. A lot of varies. Okay, it looks like Alec may have just reversed that. He may have turned MisterMAT's fantastic reversal into a reversal of his own. This is still any man's game, but if Alec wins this, it is all over. I don't know what MisterMAT's plan here is. That was definitely reversed by Alec there. Very, very skillfully. I don't think neither me, MisterMAT, or anybody else saw that coming. It'll come down to this, I think. Okay, I think that's the swan song. Right there, MisterMAT put up a hell of a fight, but I do not think there is any way for him to get out of this unless something goes wrong with that right foot and they tap out. Of course, if they tap out, the round is repeated. If they both draw. We've never had a draw in a Toribash tournament, but it doesn't look like we're going to. It comes down to these final seconds, and there we have it. Alec wins in a very, very 3-1 close victory in the final Aikido Big Dojo round. My utmost condolences to MisterMAT. He put up one hell of a fight, and no one can take that away from him. Alec will advance to the third wave. I hope you've enjoyed this tense match as much as I have, guys. Check back soon for more Wave 2 rounds soon. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.